Sam here with Nexus Workshop. We are cranking through these videos on Hollis right now. The next one we're going to talk about is the virtual quest board. So the virtual quest board, this mirrors physical quest boards. So we have these things called quest boards. We use them in two different ways: quest boards and town boards. So quest boards have all of the quest shields hanging on them, and they each have two Hollis crystals assigned to them. The one on the left shows you the quest status. The one on the right shows you whether or not the party has completed it and the recommendations. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to pair to my virtual quest board because it's online. Um, and show you this. So when I configure these, the quest board has the ability to say how many quests are in each row and column. So I can kind of like capture the physical layout of the quest board. And then this virtual quest board is what's running on an iPad in front of the quest giver so that they don't have to keep looking back and trying to figure out what's up. It gives them all their information here. So this is what they have all night. I have the ability to hide this color legend, or I can show it. But once I memorize it, I can hide it. And that just told me what the colors meant. I actually need to update it because well, I guess it's wrong on my placeholder one here. Um, Here I can see all of my quests that have been configured onto my quest board in the same slots, in the same physical layout as my board behind me. So it completely mirrors it. Um, on mine, I have the ability to open and close quests here with this button. I can turn that off in settings if I don't want that, or if I don't want it right now. Maybe I want it at the end of the night when I'm doing it really fast, but I don't want it throughout the night because I don't want to tap it. Or maybe I give this to someone who I don't want to have that. We can turn that off. Alongside that, some other things I can turn off, just if we look at my settings. I can choose what's the quest board that I'm actually mirrored to, and my paired station, that's my assignment station. So that's two different quest stations that I have, and I can identify on those. I have different sounds. So right now it plays a sound when a quest opens. It plays a sound when a party that is queued, when that quest comes available. And it plays a sound when a party completes something and they need to level up to alert me that, hey, you guys need to go to the temple and level up. I can turn each of these sounds off individually. So I can choose maybe at different points in the night, I want different ones, or maybe I don't want them at all, or what do I want? I also have these notifications that pop up little toasts on the side of the screen every time a quest opens. I can also turn that off if it's obtrusive, or again, a lot of the at the beginning of the night and the end of the night, that open and close happens constantly, versus in the middle of the night it doesn't. So maybe that's something I change throughout the night. And then here's where I have those controls. Do I show the open and closing and closed button and then reset pending? So that other thing I can do is if I have quests that have a reset pending stage, they don't get immediately made available. They have to get reset first. Am I the one who says, yes, they've been reset? If so, I can put that on there and I can just click that and I can choose whether or not that's available to me. On here, I can see I've got two little icons that are copying exactly the Hollis crystals behind me. So that left one is giving my quest state. Right now, green is available. Blue means that it's been taken, so that's queuable in this setup. I can see that this is a puzzle type quest. That's the name of it. This is the party that's on it. And hey, they should be back in X. So this is actually saying they should have been back 83,190 minutes ago. My average times are all off because this is a placeholder database right now. But that actually works really, really well with the system as a whole. And those times, honestly, are pretty decent. So I can basically be that the hostess at the restaurant who can tell you, yeah, my table's going to be in 20 minutes. And that's pretty great. So I can tell you, hey, you should queue for this or you shouldn't. Hey, it's within 5 minutes. You should queue. If you want that, it's about to come up. Talking about queues. So a quest can only have one party on it at a time. But if a party's already out on it, most of the quests have the ability to be queued, which means I can assign a party to the queue, put them in line, you've got dibs. Um, when that party comes back, the original one that was on the quest, that quest comes back, it's completed, it becomes available. Then, which also could be from a soft complete or those other ways that we have to like cut that overlap if we're utilizing that. Um, when it comes back, it actually brings up a big sound. If I have that enabled, it brings up a big banner that says, hey, this party, their quest is ready. And I can then call for them, find them. And that stays up until I clear it or assign them. When I assign them, it automatically goes away. But if not, it stays up until I close it. And that makes sure that I really know, hey, this one came back. This one had someone queued for it. It's time to go. Ultimately, this is what tracks what's available, what's not. It's not about the physical shields. It's all in here. So yeah, like I said, we can see the estimated time of when things are coming back and going out. And all of that, and that's kind of it. That's what the virtual quest board does: open and close, visibility. I guess the other thing is when I have a paired station and I scan a party on it, it's going to give me the recommendations. That's what the quest board does, those recommendations. And we've talked about it a little bit throughout air traffic control, primarily, where we have that priority and it's looking at the quest flags that they set in the party reg tool, and it's looking at priority I set, and it's looking at the order I put, and it's looking at how long has the quest gone out, and it's doing all this math to try to give players quests that will keep them playing and having fun and doing what they want, and keeping my quests running as fast as I can for the most important ones for me. Um, a piece of that on the quest boards, we can choose how many it highlights and how many it recommends. So on a quest board, a big quest board, I might recommend three. On a little quest board, I might only recommend one and just say, like, hey, that's the one. They don't have to take it. They can take anything available, but it will always only request things that are actively available. It won't request a queue. It won't try to make them wait for anything. It tries to recommend things in all of our priority and all of that. The other thing they can do is we have these things called town boards, which is just another quest board, but it has information about all the quests, and it has little flags on them for like, this is the sort of thing that you might like if this or whatnot, and lets them kind of learn what's available and learn and pick what they think they should focus on. But there's 30 of them on this town board. It's huge. And so when they have a station on it, and when they scan their party crest, it will give them recommendations, and that one will give them like 8 recommendations. And now, instead of looking at 30, they can look at 8. And they can say, hey, these 8 are all available right now. You could go to the place and get this right now. Does this sound cool? And then they can go do that thing. And it keeps our parties moving so that they're not spending time waiting. They're not spending time uh, just stuck on this analysis paralysis. They go, the system said this one would be fun. Let's go play that one. Man, that was fun. And that's what we do. Um, Next video, I'm going to talk about the inventory checkout because we've actually touched everything on the in-game itself. Now we're going to talk about the checkout at the end of the game, end of the night. And then from there, we're going to talk about data. We'll be done. And that's all of Hollis. And it's been, if you guys have been watching all these videos, I think it's been like 2 hours. So awesome. Thanks for sticking with me. Talk to me about this. I like talking about this. That's why I'm talking for 2 hours. Let's talk. Nexus Workshop, nexusworkshop.com, info@nexusworkshop.com. Leave a comment, find me on Facebook, whatever you want to do. Let's make some cool things.